It started from an idea that we wanted to make sure that we were listening to our community in St. Louis. And so we had a call for proposals from our neighbors. And so the students are working to develop, design, and build facade walls for an upcoming public market at the Be Well Cafe in Hyde Park.
Hyde Park is a very purposely disinvested area that is now on the rebound. And Be Well addresses the lack of fresh, affordable food access, the lack of support for Black and brown minorities, the lack of development that occurs here in Hyde Park. The students at WashU are working with us specifically on the pavilion. They helped to design the doors that will be installed on the pavilion.
This is very different from working in the studio or working in academia because I'm working with real life people, I have a team, and I have a client.
Especially in school, it's kind of very easy to get stuck in our own head about how we want to make a design, but once you have the end user in front of you, right, and you're able to talk with them more, it's really able to give you a different perspective.
This experience was a great example of how to work as an artist with others in a very thoughtful and responsible way.
This is a really fast 3-week program. They have to start out with no preconceived ideas and then come up with an idea and then be able to fabricate it in those 3 weeks. In the first week, they're coming up with initial ideas, they're going to the site, meeting with the client, kind of understanding the aspirations and practical issues that the client and the community may have, bringing that back and iterating on a series of design proposals. By the end of that first week, they're actually presenting to the client, listening to the feedback that they were given, take that into the second week, and then try and kind of narrow down those different proposals into one final proposal. And then at the end of the second week, represent that to the client. The third week really focuses on getting into construction at full scale, really understanding fabrication techniques, deciding on the materials that they're using, and really trying to figure out how to build it, and the education that comes along with fabrication.
The students at WashU really set the tone for me. They gave me some very beautiful choice selections after coming out to the site and spending some time with us, visiting, and just really getting a feel for the space here and the space in the community.
The Office for Socially Engaged Practice was one of the things that I saw made WashU unique when I was looking at MFA programs. I saw that there was a lot that was being prioritized here for social engagement in the arts.
The Office for Socially Engaged Practice is really an incubator to build and maintain relationships in the St. Louis region. And so our office is a resource not only for our students, faculty, but also community residents and stakeholders to identify projects and initiatives to work on together. Our office tries to make space for every student to grow their ideas, grow their research, and find ways to apply some of that engagement. We do that through programming, where we invite community guests in to speak. We take our students out of the proverbial WashU bubble to make sure that they understand their new home in St. Louis. And then we also find ways for them to apply their practice. And so some of that is evident in Summer Public Design Workshop. And there are many other opportunities for students to be plugged in and actively use their talents as designers that they're cultivating here in the Sam Fox School. At the end of the day, we just want more civically minded designers, and they can use those skills wherever they go.